Alright, welcome back everyone to another sculpture video. And as you can see, this is a sculpture of what I'm just kind of calling just my own personal Grim Reaper. It's just kind of I guess, somewhat made up design. I mean, if there is an actual design of this that exists somewhere, I promise you I did not know of it. But yeah, this is just kind of my own little design that I made of just something a little new and creative. I have been noticing I've been just doing a lot of just characters from movies and all that stuff. So I thought maybe I'd just try something a tad bit different. Um, but yeah, and so I started off just kind of drawing or sketching out just a design that I want to do for him, and I think I really want to do this old tattered up, like just looking, I don't know, just character with like just armor and a sword, and I really wanted to have this neat idea of adding like fire to it. It's like maybe something like Kinder to a Ghost Rider. And yeah, and I have his big giant scythe, and the armor and the all that stuff is somewhat. Yeah, I was somewhat or very much inspired by the video game Darksiders, where if you've seen that, a lot of that armor that Death wears and all that. I kind of like I said, I was very much inspired by by those kind of designs, and I tried bringing it to this. And like I said, I was just trying to break away from doing the just like the typical like looking movie characters, and I just wanted to try something a little bit different. So it's not. I don't know if it's really perfect. I mean, the painting, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of rushed through because I was just trying to get this out for Halloween. Sadly, I did not. So here we are. But I did the best I could. I used a lot of gray tones. I used like I want to say this. I used the steel gray as like a base for a lot of the metal parts, and then I painted some silver over it. I painted a lot of like the pants, like I painted gray, this dark, this just gray, this dark gray, and I put some brown over it. I wanted to use a lot of dry brushing and weathering and whatnot, just to make things look darker and look more dirty and all that stuff. Just to kind of show that like he's he's like this, just Walking Dead type character. Just messed up, tattered, all that kind of stuff. Maybe like pieces are missing, like a chunk of the armor right here is maybe taken off, or and even have him looking a bit like mummified. Like you can see in parts right here, you can kind of see like this dark looking skin. I did use a lot of reference photos of like skeletons, and I even try to bring in some mummy aspects. Which, if I do take a picture of the sketch I showed, you'll see that like under all this, there's like parts of his skin. He actually does have like a chunk of skin, which is like this like brown part right here, like this dark wash type part, and like every like the exposed parts are like just his skeleton, his bones that are coming out. So that that was kind of what I was trying to go for. And you can even see right here, like like I had like maybe like the ribs are exposed, whereas on this side you can see if you can like there's parts of his that's his flesh right there. So just things like that, just have a little fun with it. But yeah, I mean, like I said, you just use grays and blacks, browns, silver. Yeah, just shoe polish for some washes, and green. I actually used two greens. I think one of them was a clover, and the other was just a classic green. And I know it looks a little white. I actually did want it to kind of look like this. I was trying to do something different. I've never done, at least to my knowledge, I've never done flame colors. So I was very curious to try this out. So what I did is I just like painted a very light wash of the clover green as like a base. I would wipe some of it off, and then I would just kind of paint some of the classic green on top, and then again just kind of wipe just a little bit of it off, and just kind of create this like fiery looking thing. I think there's just a little. I think some parts, the missing white, I think could have been done a little better, but for the most part, I think this is kind of what I want to do. I want to make it look like it's just kind of lit up, like it's fire. But yeah, so I don't want to talk for too long, so let's get right to the video. I hope y'all enjoy, and see you in a little bit. Alright, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. If you want, you can follow me on my art Instagram page, Giovanni Arts and Collectibles. That's where I post pictures of my sculptures, my collectibles, movies, all that stuff. And I'm just now starting to post pictures of just like my little art projects that I'm doing at school. So I think I posted up like a few. I think already three. I think it's one of my sculpture projects and then two paintings. And I'm gonna post another one tonight. So I hope y'all enjoy this and see you on the next video. Bye.